Hello there, and welcome back to episode 38 of Koganaros, the Fortress by the Sea. And today is a big day. I have put down all the blueprints for the pillars, all of them. Not a single one has been left behind. And I also got me some good ideas how we can continue building these without going insane. That's the most important part. Thing with the going insane. So there is here now one new pillar below the plaza because I figured that for the sake of immersion we need that. And then all these pillars have been completed. I figured that this one will be the guy where I got my pump stacks in, or this guy, one of them, not quite sure yet. And this one, the one right before the last one. So these two will contain pump stacks to power up the aqueduct. But the other guys, they will be just hollow and not doing anything. They're just going to be there for the cosmetics. I mean, I'm well aware of the fact that actually I would need to pump out the ocean somehow to get those pillars in. But honestly, I have no clue if that worked, how that worked. I mean, technically, the easiest way would to drain that sick little thing. But I do know that you need to drain a lot to make a difference in the water level so big that you can build in there. Then there's the option to work with screw pumps. So 2 screw pumps are emptying a square faster than the ocean can refill it. But then there's the problem that this thing is just several levels deep. I wouldn't know how to do this. I mean, I could go 1 story deep, but then, what then? I'd be needing a kind of a huge construction to just get down to the bottom of the sea. So we're going to abandon realism in that regard. I'm very sorry if that bothers you. For the next mega project, I'll be trying my best to work a little bit better. So, now, after that's been dealt with, I want to go over my plans today. How to stop me from going insane. So the plan is very simple. We're going to work with stairs. Lots of stairs. And the stairs will be all over the place. Yes, just like that. So wait a sec, this thing... Oh, this pillar is a little bit... Wait a second. We're going to work up until here. And then we're going to work up until there. And then the logic behind this is a quite simple one. We got then a staircase to every piece of wall that might be of interest. There's no piece of wall that we cannot reach with this system. Okay, so let's do this on that pillar as well. It'll eat up a lot of gabbro yet again, but I think it'll be worth it. Okay. Let's wait until this monster is being completed. I mean, after all, we're doing a lot of work here. Oh, you there. So, stacked cloth, rough gems, shining bars of metal. So, that's a long list. And I would assume that cloth is the problem here. But it's one of the moments where I again don't know what the hell they want. There's every type of cloth available. Alright, so let's just say the cloth can't be the problem. So, gemstone, we have all that. Did I run out of rough gemstone? No, I didn't. So, did I run out of metal? No. We got hundreds of bars of metal. Various metals, even. So what is this guy asking for? I don't know what kind of cloth he could want. Let's check his personality. Is there probably here a hint? I mean, the game must have a internal logic for these things. Nothing is made up just because here in this game, but I don't know what the point is here. So, dear comment section, enlighten me if you can, because I run into these quite regularly, and I still haven't figured out what to do in this kind of scenario. I got everything. I got spider silk, I got plant cloth, I got animal cloth. I got them all, so what is he even moping about? Well, so I also don't know why these floor plates are officially tasked as to be done, but nobody is picking up the task. Questions and no answers. We're going to just go for the staircase bonanza, because I think I can't just construct that on top of these. It's quite important that I don't build them all the way upstairs, because then they would actually hurt me. So the staircases will function now doubly as a floor and as a point where my workers can reach the walls. I feel like a genius with that one, because there will be no blocked work orders if every available space here is a climbing spot. Take that. So, I am confident that we're going to use this one here as the pump stack one. So let's continue our magnanimous staircase project here. I do feel a little bit proud about the solution, nevertheless, because it's going to be just the thing to stop me from going insane. Because these walls, high wall building, is one of the things that really isn't that easy with Dwarf Fortress. It's something I really realized lately. Oh no, did I issue too many work orders again? They're walking slowly again. Ah, day of the sneaking dwarf. Let's leave it like that. I want to check back with my cobaltite bar block situation, so stockpile, tell me. I got wait a sec, that's not representative, isn't it? 11,000. Yeah, it's not gonna tell me if I have any cobaltite blocks available. Why not? 11,000 gabbro blocks have been used so far. Nice. Seriously nice. Okay, so let's construct the ramp here out of cobaltite. Yes, we're doing this. I want to check how it will look if we do it like that. Boom, here, new job. Because I figured the cobaltite pathway has to be completed upstairs as well, of course. Okay. Mega projects in Dwarf Fortress are a lot of fun. They're also a big hassle, but they're also a real huge lot of fun. So another thing crossed my mind that I want to fix up in this episode is I dislike the shape of the interior yard here. Everything is still dominated by the forms of the mountain. Let's change that. So we're going to dig out that. Bit by bit I will exchange the ugly clay and sand walls with some good old-fashioned rock. Yeah. So yeah, that looks a lot better. It looks exactly like it should. Paths continuing upstairs. But we're going to make it a tad bit different. Yeah, now we're going to go over the real small details. This one. I want this guy here made out of gap. Whoa. We are not talking about upstairs here. Misclick there, huh? Well, it ain't perfect still. It's still has a couple of problems, but here. Why does it look so weird? Did it look so weird before? But ramp is the right one. I'm not having a brain fart, have I? Whatever. I want to narrow down the pathway here a little bit. Maybe even remove this last ramp altogether. Yeah, that's how we do it. We just deconstruct that one. Here. I'm afraid that this will need me to put a new piece of floor plate down at this point. Because you know dwarves, you tell them deconstruct and they're like, yeah, let's deconstruct it all. And they'll rip out everything on that square. They're not exactly working layer by layer here, as you see. Once you know about this problem, you can fix it. We'll also have to reconstruct the entrance pathway here. It's also not fit to the situation anymore. Alright. But apart from that, I'm really happy to see how the splendor of this place is growing. Especially the tavern here is coming along really nicely. Love it. Today I was pondering as well if I don't want to put the jail down here or up here as well. Because somehow I thought like a dwarf would surely hate it to be imprisoned above the earth. And they would spend their quality time below the earth, so I was wondering. One thing's for sure, the closer to the surface somebody is, the further away he is from making trouble. Because they will consider home downstairs and not upstairs. So, I think I will make my jail somewhere here. Yeah, somewhere in the sandy areas. We even have a barracks here. This plan is getting better and better. We're not going to use the main entrance, though. We're going to create a side entrance to the jails. Hell yeah. And that side entrance will be connected only to the barracks, so whoever will stage a jailbreak will have to fight through these blokes before he can get out. I think that's a good idea. This place is coming together nicely. This inner yard here needs some cleaning up as well, but one task at a time. Currently, I'm really happy to see how things have sped up since I have issued this block stockpile here. Although it is clear to see that we only have the dolomite blocks in abundance now. So, I think I'm going to work with those dolomite blocks not as I thought I would after all. I should have made these stairs out of dolomite, eh? Oh well, now the damage is done. So you see, I haven't thought this through entirely. There are gaps in my planning. No. Anyway, there's another thing. I figured there has been enough time passing. It's time to issue the royal engraver with the task of engraving a new apartment block. There we go. I'm staggering this task so I can one day browse through the apartments of Koganaros and see the entire wealth of history depicted in these walls. I could have easily made that happen way before. But this way we have more history. Alright. I'm dreading the construction of the pub stacks a little bit, in all honesty. Okay, a horse has been found drowned. Let's hope nothing bad happens because of that. Okay, this part of the apartments has been already engraved. And this place is an insult to dwarven kind. Let's quickly look away. So, alright. I'm really happy to see how the progress is going on here. Especially the fact that I now can't just build these walls the way I like. There will be no ramifications because of that. Alright. Just have to figure out now what I'll do with all those dolomite blocks I've ordered. But we'll figure something out. So get that one on a higher priority, please. Priority 1085 doesn't sound too soon. Right. So the fortress itself down here is highly sophisticated by now. I mean, check this out. This is a beauty so far. She's really, really a beauty. Considering with how narrow spacing I had to work, I'm really proud of this one. So, the leggings tomb has also made progress. So why is my engraver not busy there? Where is my engraver? Selob, where art thou? So he's detailing walls. So Selob is by now a master engraver. So far, he really has developed quite the skill. So let's see. Who are you actually? Sandstone you like. Bronze. Pink garnet. Okay. Giant kangaroo cheese. That's some very sophisticated taste. He doesn't eat the small cheese, that's for sure. Okay. Tall and very skinny, a very long beard. Okay. Bald guy. Clean-shaven skull. Alright. There we go. I might feed one day my AI with those descriptions and see what kind of dwarf that might produce. Alright. So far, so good. This pot here is taking, again, much longer than it should. I mean, this stockpile is all nice and everything, but... well, it's not exactly close or anything. But whatever. It's also worth mentioning something that I overlooked the entirety of this series. One thing that I didn't mention 38 episodes long, or 37 and a half. This map is much larger than the regular map. This is a 6-on-6 embarkation grid, because I needed that to cross the border between this and that part of the world, and it didn't even close the gap entirely, as you can see. Something that bothers me a little bit about this fortress, but heck, what gives? I mean, I can't change anything about that. Sadly, I would love to, but, well. I vaguely remember that there is a way to make custom-sized embarkation grids, but I forgot about how. I think it was something that DFHack enabled, but, well, for this project it's over. If somebody knows, let me know. It would be really kind for future projects. So, let's get started for the first time with the wall works of one of these. So we're going to draw walls around here. Obviously I'm going to leave the walkway open because that would be not smart to do it differently. But the cool part is now that we can just issue the construction job around here, and it will never be a problem. There will be always crawl space around there. And now I hope that this will be a wall work that will not result in a cascade of never completed tasks. Maybe I am a little bit too optimistic, but we'll see about that. But I figured that building floors intersecting it with staircases in between, and then building more floors of a different stone color type to make it discernible. It sounded like a nightmare to me, because it is a nightmare. Yeah. There we go. And here the task changes a little bit, because we're now touching the staircases. Here we will now only finish this here, so that the outer form of this beastie is maintained. So the upwards slope will have now slight protrusions outside there, but that's just what it needs. I mean, I could have planned that pillar slimmer, yeah. I could also rip it out later if it does bother me terribly. But we also can't just keep it like that. Or, well, I could just cancel all that, actually. Now that I think closely about it. I don't need any of these. I can completely cancel this upstairs here. Because from a outsider's viewpoint, this thing will be over here. So we're going to rip out that part as well. Okay. Just realized that it will be enough if this pillar just ends there. It doesn't require it to be that wide. So we can also cancel all that. Because this part will never touch the bridge at this point, so can already reduce the first bit of the pillar works. I mean, with large projects like these, some redundancy is to be expected. Whoa, what happened to you? Injured. What are you injured? What happened? So, I guess they fell while deconstructing. Guys, don't make me sad here. Whoa. Yeah, so... I think I just drowned the Duchess. Oh no. So, yeah, there's... all my miners have just died because of this incident. Oh my god. So that's gonna be pleasing Vukar, but nobody else. Oh dear. But you know, we've started it now. Now we need to complete it. Let's hope that nobody else will die. Okay. Damn it. This is, well, luckily, it seems as if it... well, let's wait until the death reports are in. Oh boy. So, I can already picture together what happens there. What I assume, what does make the catastrophe happen? Oh, and there's somebody, the broker. The broker committed suicide. I need a new broker now. Oh, no. Sorry. I need a moment to digest that. Oh, God. Yeah, so if something falls down, it creates a cloud of pressure, and I assume that these rock blocks, they fall down. I created a death trap there. It's all my fault. That's the worst part about it. And I'm not finding anybody who's a good appraiser, because you can't sort the list by appraisers. That sucks. An adequate appraiser. Congratulations, you got the job. So... Alright, bud. There's a couple of funky staircases hanging in the air. Oh dear. These are, again, a death trap, but we'll see who takes the bait. Oh dear. I didn't expect calamities like these. This will require a lot of slabs. And we've lost the Duchess. Ay. So... I learned today that deconstruction is something which we should take slowly next time. Lesson learned. Luckily, I still happen to have enough legendary miners on board here. But that is... okay. I didn't expect it to be that horrible. But... alright. This time people got smashed by falling debris. I gotta say, usually, I would play this differently because I'd be not accepting losses that are that easily avoidable. But with these guys... they got a freaking death cult going. They probably will just see that as a religious coincidence. Or even worse, maybe they consider it just as a sacrifice to Vukar. Either way, I'd say it is time for another place of burial here. But that is pretty natural for these blokes, after all. And I already have come up with an idea. We're gonna build a small mausoleum here on the plaza. I like the idea of that. Oh my god. What have I done? That's one thing I love about this game. You do think that you know what you're doing most of the time. But then, you just do issue one hell of a dumb task, and then your dwarf's like, okie dokie, boss. And then they all run into their death. And after that, you have learned something. But there's also a lot of death. But luckily, our dwarves here of Koganaros, they don't mind death. I bet that we... Yeah, just like I thought. There's way more of my legendary miners who are dead than they pretend to. Yeah. I lost more of them. I'm pretty sure that it is as horrible as it looked like. They just haven't found all the losses yet. More leggings, my queen? More leggings. You should have ordered caskets, though. I don't have any manager anymore. Oh. Even my manager died. That means my... Yeah, of course, my founding member died. I think the Duchess was the founder. That was a pretty grim day for Koganaros, but... meh. That's one weird thing about Dwarf Fortress. I keep being surprised about how much I shrug away when stuff like that happens. Because I figure, like, it's just enhancing the fun. It's just making things more amusing at the end of the day. And didn't I have a proper bureau for my manager by now? No? So we need to restructurize things a little bit today. Well, here. There's one room that is pretty perfect for that. So, nobles like these, by the way, aren't that easily replaced. I don't know how we're going to get that now that we don't even have a outpost liaison visiting us every now and then. So, and to add problems, the Shira has gone berserk. So we need to get our military involved here, I guess. All right. Oh boy. Yeah. Let's end this episode here, my friends. I thank you for watching. This had some unexpected calamities, didn't it? And I really hope that you're coming back for the next episode as well, my friends. Feel free to drop me a comment. I am stunned by what has happened today. I learned a lot about that, but I also gotta say I am surprised that it took that long to happen, if you get my idea. I really expected calamities like these way earlier. So, thumbs up would be appreciated, as well as a subscription. You all know the drill. And last but not least, a big thanks to the supporters of the channel. Consider checking out Patreon, PayPal, or Buy Me a Coffee. I deeply appreciate you guys helping out. And at the end of the day, thanks for watching this video. This is the biggest form of support after all. And all of you still hanging out, have a wonderful day, and see you all next time when we're going to build a tomb for all the fallen that have had a bit of a work-related accident today. See you there.